Good morning, everyone. I had an okay night last night. Where I stayed was a pretty old building, and you could hear pretty much everything that was going on in that hotel last night. But yeah, it was the only place, it was the only option, so it did the job. I am heading out. Gonna go to a town called Chama, about 50 miles away. So let's do it. So the first climb of the day is completed. La Menga Pass Summit, elevation 10,230 feet. And the second climb of today completed. Cumbres Pass Summit, elevation 10,022 feet. And now it should be all downhill all the way to Chama. We are in New Mexico, the final state. It feels so good. It feels so good. We're in the final state, everybody. Yee-hoo! All right, we're in New Mexico. Doesn't feel real, but it's real. I rode all the way from Canada to New Mexico. It's crazy to think. Still got a little bit of ways to go, but feels really close. Today I rode 50 miles. The climbing today compared to everything else I've done so far, I mean, it still was a challenge, but it wasn't too bad. It's really nice to see the fall colors. I'm from California, Southern California, and I don't see that kind of thing. So it's really cool to be able to see all those leaves changing color and actually experiencing the season of fall. Tomorrow, I'm going to be riding to Abiquiu, which is about I think it's about the same amount of miles I rode today, and shouldn't be too bad. Weather's gonna look good, and yeah, good day today. Really excited to be in New Mexico. Really excited. So anyway, so I gotta say for today, and I'll just see you in the morning. So I had a really good night here at the Elkhorn Lodge. Really comfortable bed. It's just the only issue about this town is that every restaurant is closed. I'm on the border of town, so I'm pretty far away from everything anyway. But yeah, that was the only issue that I had. And I believe today it's not going to be anything besides gas stations along the way. So gas station food it is. So I've gotten to the first gas station I've seen so far, not too far away. Eating my breakfast of, let's see, Sun Chips, Famous Amos, chocolate chip cookies, and a Pepsi. Very healthy. So I have made it to my destination for today in Abiquiu. Staying at a little place called Abiquiu Retreat on the river. It's actually just somebody's house. Her name's Goldie, and she has this little adobe house right here that she lets hikers and bikers stay in for $20. And that is where I'm going to be spending my night. Today I rode 56 miles. Not too bad. Good portion of it had a really wide shoulder for some reason, and I wish it was like that the entire way, but eventually it narrowed and became pretty small. But all the cars are very considerate and they scoot over when they're passing, so not too bad. Also, the scenery is definitely changing. I feel like I am in the Moab, Utah area. Definitely in the desert. Not Wyoming desert, but the desert that I'm used to, so it's pretty cool. Tomorrow I am going to be riding to Cuba, New Mexico. Not Cuba, the country. That'd be pretty tough. That's my attempt at making a joke. It was horrible, sorry. But anyway, it's about 60 miles from here. And looking at the elevation, it looks like there's some climbing in it. So I'm going to try to leave around 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm just, I enjoy finishing early afternoons. I feel like every day I've always, except for a few days, I always finish early afternoon, and just got used to it, and I enjoy just kind of relaxing for the remainder of the day when I get the chance, like I'm doing right now. So yeah, so I got to say, oh no, that is not all I got to say. Also, today is day 50, believe it or not. Day 50. Hard to believe that I've been doing this for that long, but I looked at the pictures I took in the beginning of the trip, and when I look at them, it just feels like a lifetime ago. It's weird how time works. Sometimes time can go by really fast, and then sometimes time just goes by really slow. But when I look back at the beginning of August, when I started, I feel like a totally different person. So anyway, just gonna hang out here for the rest of the afternoon and evening, and wake up first thing in the morning and get to Cuba, New Mexico. So that is Abiquiu Lake, which I was thinking of staying at last night, but I had no food, so I had to go 6 miles off the route to Abiquiu, which I'm glad I did because I ate a lot of food. And even though I had to go up a big hill this morning, it wasn't too bad. Maybe I'm getting stronger. Who knows? I felt pretty good this morning, but anyway, let's continue. Oh my God, a place that's actually open. Oh my God. This is the first place I've seen that's open, and I've been through like 3 different towns. I am so happy to see this place, whatever it's called. Thank you for being open. Almost to Cuba, but I just need to eat something, so I'm really glad this place is actually open in the first place. Yeah, that's good. Today I rode 57 miles, and there was a lot of up and down riding, and I climbed over 4,000 feet today. So it was a challenging day, but nothing too crazy. Tomorrow I am going to be riding to the Chaco trading post, which is about 47 miles away. Shouldn't be too bad of a day. I think we're kind of over the major climbing on this trip, so that's a good thing. Hopefully I'm right, I don't know. But anyway, that's it for today. If anything else comes up, I'll let you know, but I will see you in the morning. So it's supposed to be a high of 80 degrees today, and I'm not used to that at all. I'm used to being in the 60s, maybe the highest 72, low 70s, but 80 degrees, it's hot. Feels like summer. And the farther we go south, the warmer it's gonna be, so gotta get used to it. So I have made it to the Chaco Trade Center. I think yesterday I was calling it Chaco Trading Post, but it is the Trade Center. I don't think there's a difference, but if there is, you can let me know, but it's a Trade Center, just so you know. Really nice people in there. It's got a laundromat, it's got a convenience store, bathrooms, water, and a place to set up my tent. Speaking of my tent, today is the last night I will be spending in the tent. So I thought I might give a little review of what I've been sleeping in. It's a nature hike, 1-person tent. I bought off of Amazon. I got it on sale for $80. I think it's around $110. Don't quote me on that, but I think somewhere around there. There's a lot of times where I thought it was going to break, snap in half, fly away, but it held up for what's considered a cheap tent. So if you're considering getting a tent for bikepacking or hiking, it's very compact. It goes in probably like this size when you have it all put in the bag. So it's very compact, very good, and yeah, I'm happy that I got it. So my sleeping bag is also a nature hike. I can't think of the exact name of it, but or how much I paid for it. I don't think I paid that much for it. But anyway, it was a really good sleeping bag. It did, at the higher elevations, you could definitely feel the coldness seep through the sleeping bag. But as long as you wear layers, you'll be okay. The only issue that I had with my sleeping situation was the sleeping pad that I had. It's a another cheap thing that I bought off of Amazon, and it would just slowly lose air throughout the night. There's no holes in it. The air was coming through the valve, or where you blow into it, and I tried my best to figure out how to fix it, but I couldn't do it. So that was the only issue that I had with sleeping in the tent. So, but everything else was pretty good. So now you're probably asking yourself, how is this your last night in the tent? You still got a long ways to go before you're done. Well, tomorrow I am going to be going to Grant's, where I'm going to be staying in a motel. And then the following day, I am going to be meeting up with my mom and dad. They're going to be in the RV. So for the remainder of the trip, I'm going to be sleeping in a nice, comfy RV, which I am very looking forward to. So anyway, that's all I got to say for today. Gonna enjoy hanging out here in the desert, and I'll see you in the morning. So this sleeping pad I was talking about yesterday is called Sleep and Go off of Amazon. Do not purchase this sleeping pad. It was a very uncomfortable night last night because I was waking up constantly to put more air into this sleeping pad. Can't even count how many times I did it, but do not buy the sleeping pad. Put in the extra money and get a good quality sleeping pad. So I've ridden 43 miles so far. I still got around 30 miles to go. But according to my bike computer, it is downhill the rest of the way. It's kind of hard to believe a 30-mile downhill, but I'll believe it when I see it. So I wasn't expecting this, but I am on Route 66 right now. Pretty cool. So that was a long day. A really long, hot day. I'm still not used to the heat. It's only 80 degrees. And to me, it feels like it's like 100 degrees outside, so still trying to get used to the heat. But I rode 75 miles today to the town of Grants, where I am right now. Only spending one night here, and we'll be headed out tomorrow to Pie Town, which I believe is about the same amount of miles I did today. So gonna try to get some good rest tonight. Didn't really sleep good last night because of my sleeping pad, so got a nice comfy bed. Hopefully be recharged in the morning, and yeah, I'll see you then. Good morning, everyone. So I am back on Route 66 for a little bit, headed to Pie Town. I've been looking forward to this day for a really long time. Not necessarily to get to Pie Town, but to see my mom, my dad, and my 2 dogs once again. So I just got a text message from my dad saying that they're already in Pie Town and they are offering to come drive and pick me up, which I gladly accepted. I'm riding into a headwind right now, which is no fun. And I was originally going to take a day off today, so not feeling 100%, so I will definitely take a ride.
Has the road been this way all the way since you left this morning?
Like the scenery?
Yeah.
Or the
no,
road?
I mean like the shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa, who's that guy? Shaved head? Wearing clean clothes? Can't recognize myself. So I am here in Pie Town. Only rode 25 miles today before my mom and dad picked me up, which I'm totally cool with. My mom cut my hair, as you can see, brought me clean clothes, cooking lobster and steak. I'm living the good life right now. So the plan from here is to drive all the way to Silver City. How many days from now? I'm not sure. I think we're going to be doing some stuff along the way, which I'm looking forward to if we end up doing it. If not, we might just drive to Silver City, straight to it. I'm not really sure yet, but we'll find out. And then once we get there, I'll ride 2 more days, and we'll be done with this thing. If anything else comes up, I'll let you know. But if not, I will see you. How many days from now? I don't know. It will probably be in Silver City, so I will see you then. Good morning, everyone. On the second to last day of the entire trip, I am riding out of Silver City. Took a couple days off. Feel really good. Feel confident that I can finish this thing. I got about 75, 80 miles today, but it is mostly downhill, and as you can see on my bike, I am not carrying as much as I have been. Only 1 dry bag with some food, and everything else I left in the RV, and I can tell a huge difference. My bike is so light, and I'm just cruising right now. So it is supposed to be really windy later on today, so hopefully that wind is a tailwind and not a headwind. Keep my fingers crossed, and let's do this thing. So for the first time in many days, I am back on dirt. And this section right here, I'm not sure how many miles it is, but it is the last section of dirt on the entire route.
You're not taking your bag, right?
No, just how it is right now. Good morning, everyone. So it is day 58, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but it is the final day of the trip. Making my way to Antelope Wells. So I didn't do my end of day recap yesterday, so I'll do it right now really quick. After I changed my flat tire, literally like 5 minutes later, I got another thorn in my tire and my tire went flat, and it was so windy. Probably the windiest it's been this whole entire time. And I got to, or close to the town of Separ, about 49 miles I rode, and then my parents picked me up because, like I said, it was so windy, and I would have got to Hachita super late. I wouldn't have the energy to ride today. So that was yesterday. So I am glad that I did this trip. I underestimated it for sure. It's the most challenging thing I ever done, physically and mentally, but it's memories that I will have for the rest of my life, and I'm very grateful for it. If you are thinking about doing this, just know that if it was easy, everybody would do it. All right, you guys, I see the end. I see Antelope Wells, 3 miles away. I actually did it. I did it. So I wanted to say a few last words before I end this thing. Thank you for watching these videos. Whether you watch all of them, a few of them, or if this is the only one that you watched, thank you. I hope I did a good job and made you feel like you were with me on this whole adventure. Also, I hope you stick around. I got a lot more adventures planned in the near future. They're not bikepacking related, but they're pretty cool. So I hope you stick around. So again, thank you so much for watching and joining me on this great adventure on the Great Divide, and I will see you real soon in the next one.